I now invite Mary Eldridge from the class of 1959 to please join us on stage. Her classmate and incoming national president of the Alumni Association, Andrea McLean Holohan, will read the citation that will hang with Mary's portrait in the Hall of Honor.
Thank you, Helen, and welcome everyone. It is indeed a pleasure and an honor to introduce to you my friend who has been, we came on campus in the fall of 1955, and Irma, our first residence was Marion Hall. And so we spent our first year there. Anyway, I've been told by Helen not to tell, there wasn't a lot of time for me to tell anecdotes this morning, so I will read the citation. Excuse me a minute. I guess I can tell a few stories now. Anyway, I remember there was 20 of us in Marion Hall our first year, and of course we would come to Mount St. Bernard for our meals and so on. And Mary reminded me when I first contacted her about this award and induction into the Hall of Honor that we weren't allowed to return to our residence until 5 o'clock in the afternoon. So we had to either be in our class or go to study hall or whatever. But we certainly had a great time that first year. So I will read the citation now. Mary Eldridge is an inspiration. She is a woman who tactfully challenged old ideas about women over the years and forged her own path, filling it with ever-growing possibilities. She graduated from Mount St. Bernard College in 1957 with a secretarial diploma, and from St. FX in 1959 with a Bachelor of Commerce degree. She has volunteered her time in so many ways, and I will share some of these with you. She has held the positions of secretary, accountant, and tax preparer. Her voluntary community involvement has been truly outstanding. Her community home of Yarmouth has benefited quite significantly from her talents. She volunteers as Director of Finance with the Royal Catholic Episcopal Corporation, Diocese of Yarmouth, Director, Treasurer, and Accountant with the Yarmouth County Historical Society and Museum, Director, Treasurer, Bookkeeper, and Financial Administration with the Old Ladies Home Society, as well as with some organizations as the Yarmouth Public Library Museum, Community Foundation of Nova Scotia, Yarmouth County Fund, and the VON. She has been involved with Scouts Canada, Girl Guides, CNIB, cystic fibrosis, and more than 18 charitable and service organizations. Her longtime dedication and volunteer efforts were recognized in 2001 with a Canadian Medal in honor of the International Year of the Volunteer. She also received a Medal of Merit for outstanding service in the Scouting movement, special commendations from the Yarmouth County Museum and Archives. It is a multiple winner of the Yarmouth Volunteer of the Year Award. She has touched dozens of organizations and has made them better, more sustainable, and able to fulfill their mandates today and in the future. She has demonstrated the life's pursuits of career by raising of a family and giving back to the community need not be mutually exclusive. She is married to Peter Eldridge, and they have 2 children who are both with us today, Susan and Brian. Congratulations, Mary, and congratulations from the class of '59.
President Riley, classmates, ladies and gentlemen, family and friends. St. FX and the sisters at Mount St. Bernard and my friends at Mount St. Bernard made a terrific impact on my life. I arrived in Antigonish, 16 years old and an only child. I was assigned a bed in a corner of a room in that Marion Hall. Suddenly I had 20 sisters and 3 mothers. I had to share a closet with 5 other girls. Imagine that. While we were at St. Yves, we were encouraged by the sisters to be as involved as we possibly could. We did everything mostly that they wanted us to do if we could do it. When I graduated at the age of 20, one of the first half dozen women to graduate with a Bachelor of Commerce and a major in accounting from St. Yves, I went off to conquer the world, only to find that the businesses and corporations didn't hire female accountants. However, the former Mount St. Bernard ladies in Halifax welcomed us with open arms. Suddenly they needed a chairman for their alumni group, a secretary for their charity, and that's where it started again. Peter and I decided to move to Yarmouth to bring up our family, and I found that if there was an organization I thought my children should belong to and it didn't exist in Yarmouth, I could start it. I've thoroughly enjoyed my years as a volunteer. It's been very rewarding, and I have been able to use my training through the volunteer organizations that I've worked for. And by the way, I couldn't even get into woodworking class because I was a woman. But however, they did let me in after a while. I would like to thank St. Yves for this very special honor. And I'd like to thank my family and friends for all the support and encouragement they've given me over the years, and especially my family for all those hours of mine they've had to share with others. Thank you.
Thanks so much, Andrea, and congratulations, Mary. I'm starting to get the feeling that the class of '59 is a force to be reckoned with on campus this weekend. Congratulations again to all of our inductees. This concludes our Hall of Honor ceremony for 2009. I want to thank you all for being a part of it. Our piper is going to lead our stage party and family members of the inductees out of the room so we can take some photos just close to here. And while that's happening, I invite all of our guests to adjourn to the room adjacent to us for a reception and momentarily a chance to chat with our newest inductees, their